What's up, y'all? Would you believe me if I said I was Batman? Well, don't, because I'm not. Not only is that man white, but I don't think I'm living in Gotham. I'm sorry. I could be born somewhere, like if the city I was born in had Killer Croc, Mr. Freeze, Scarecrow, and Penguin. Not even touching the heavy hitters like Clayface, Joker, Solomon Grundy. Like, we're talking about just those? I'm leaving. I'm sorry. And my parents were killed, bro. Like, I might try and become a superhero, but what I'm really not doing is staying in that city, especially for as long as he did. But sleep, yes. I low-key have a tumultuous relationship with sleep. You can ask brother too. I don't really like it. Mostly just because I hate giving up my free time. I used to stack my schedule really tall because I hated being at home, but then I hated having no free time, so I just stay up really late. And it was better when everybody was asleep, like I was okay being at home, so I'd just be playing the game or doing something, reading, writing, anything, just doing whatever I could all night. I used to have a sleeping schedule in high school from midnight to 4 in the morning, and I'm serious. Now, I didn't always wake up clean at 4 a.m. Like, there'd be times where I'd like wake up like what's going on? You know what I mean? But I definitely had that sleep schedule. Like, it was definitely an alarm at 4 in the morning, and I'd always be going to sleep at midnight. And it worked for a while until, like, I think the end of my junior year or maybe my senior year, where it was like, yeah, nah. I already had to catch the bus at 5. And then eventually it was just like I just started going to sleep earlier and earlier because I couldn't function. So yeah, you know, you'd think I'd learn my lesson. You'd think that's where the app ends. But no, I didn't learn my lesson because I still don't like giving up my free time. When I got to college, oh my gosh, the struggles, bro. I'd always have one class that was too much, and I'd be working nonstop. You know, asynchronous classes, like all that. It was fine for a while, but eventually it was like, okay, this sucks because they're just throwing on work because they're like, well, you can do it whenever. So just, you got all this, you can do whatever. Oh, it was so annoying. So I never had time to myself. And that's when I started streaming Slime Rancher 1. And unfortunately, I didn't have time. So I had to do it at 3 in the morning. If I was going to stream, that's when I had to do it. I think we're seeing a pattern here. I refuse to let sleep get in the way of the things that I want to do, right? And it does a lot of the time. Like, there's some days where I'm really tired, like my head is not like really cloudy. I probably was really busy that week, and because like I really sleep the bare minimum that I need to, if I have a really busy week, I'll say about Thursday or Friday, I start getting sleepy an hour or two earlier than I normally do because I'm pretty sure my body's trying to recoup that, you know, that energy. Sometimes I listen, you know, some weeks have been without 5 videos because of that. And a lot of times I don't. Like last week, what did I do? Right, I stayed up all night to edit videos, and then I slept the next day for an hour, and then I woke up feeling like a beast. I don't know what it is. My brother never believes me, brother too, because he's the opposite. He's literally the polar opposite. Bro sleeps as much as he can. I always talk about him being part of the sleep force, like Flash is part of the speed force, because he can sleep at the drop of a hat. He sleeps as much as he can. He just loves it. He talks about it like it's the greatest thing ever. But I hate sleeping, especially naps. But we'll get there, don't worry. But you can ask him anyways. He's probably most of the reason why I don't pull all-nighters. There's plenty of days where I'm like, I'm just not going to sleep. I don't want to. I want to do this, I want to do that, whatever. I got videos to edit. And then bro will be like, no, go to sleep. And because he's my brother and annoying, and I want him to be happy, I go to sleep. But typically I don't. Now I have like a thing. Like my dad said, I have a whole code because I only do it once a week at most. And I don't do it more than 3 times a month. So there's always at least 1 week where I'm just sleeping contently the whole time through. I don't know. Sleep is, I have a tumultuous relationship, right? I don't know how to describe it other than that. Like I used to have pretty vivid nightmares, right? I don't know why. I mean, you know, home life wasn't the best for a lot of the time, so that could have been why. I used to suffer from anxiety and stuff, so there's that. But I was really, I was really young, so I didn't really get it. And And then I started having sleep paralysis, which already isn't great. And then there would be times where I just have nothing to do and I was up all night playing Little Big Planet. So then I go to sleep and I wake up and my grandma stopped by the house. But she couldn't be in because I would be at my dad's house and my dad was always working. So he was doing something. I was just in the basement asleep and nobody was there to open the door for my grandma. So I missed time with her. And that would make me really, really, really upset. So I'm only ever really gonna sleep if I'm angry or sick. Those are the only times, right? Like, because I never feel refreshed from naps, first of all. The trauma from missing grandma time all the time, because we used to be besties. Like the sleep paralysis stuff and the nightmares from when I was really young. It's not like I have trauma from that, whatever, but I guess that just already put me in a disposition to not want to sleep. And then not ever wanting to lose out on free time, all that combines to like, yeah, I just don't want to sleep. I don't like sleeping. If I sleep at the bare minimum that I can. I have a respect for it now, like because of those 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. nights. I think I kind of realized like, no, sleep is genuinely important. So I do get this at like the 7 hours. Like I always make sure like, okay, if you're going to sleep well. Like I have a heated blanket. I have a really nice pillow. One of those purple brand pillows, $200. I got it in 2020. It's a really good investment. They're really nice. But yeah, like all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So I get it. I respect it now, but I still do it as little as possible. Like to put into perspective how naps go for me, I guess I can just tell you one of the biggest nap stories I can think of, right? Now I'm going to have to find the TikTok. I have to. I'm going to look for it. I hope I can find it. I don't know why I said it right now. You'll see it in a second. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. Anyways, I remember one time, I think I've said this vaguely in a random video. I went on a date with a girl, but it wasn't really a date because we were still both in high school. So I just kind of hijacked a school event as a date because she was there and I just kind of was like, trying to put the moves on, Now, my wrist stat is in the negatives, but I mean, it was working to some degree, right? You know what I mean? I'm going to say she was going for it because if I said she's not denying it, I sound like I just don't know how to take a hint, right? Okay, it was good. Like she was grabbing my phone and taking pictures of herself to put on places like on Snapchat or whatever. That's how you know you're getting somewhere, or that's how you knew. I don't know. I'm unk now. I don't know if that's the high school method anymore. Anyways, right? We're doing that. I like this girl for a minute and I'm like, yeah, this is a W, whatever, blah, 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 whatever. On the bus ride back to where our parents pick her up, like literally, I have my arm around her. She snuggled up on me. I'm like, yeah, W Riz. I feel like I got it. She literally got the nerve to look at me and say, oh yeah, I've got a date tomorrow. Huh? What are we talking about, twin? What? Now, evidently, you should have the wherewithal to know, like, hey, we were not dating, whatever. You can do what you want to do. You should know that's not information I want to know, right? You should understand, like, okay, I think this guy's interested in me. Maybe let me not talk about his competition or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, whatever, right? She tells me that. I'm stressing. I get home to my mom's house, which already was not a pleasant location to be in. That was the K-Lid, right? So I'm back in K-Lid. Oh my goodness. I'm stressing about it all day. I'm texting her. She's talking to me about it, blah, blah, blah. I literally remember feeling my heart pound in my chest. Like, it wasn't a panic attack, but I know the feeling of, like, the stages getting up to there. And it was stage, like, 2 out of 5, right? It was intense. Because I'm like, dang, I thought I did everything right. I thought I finally was, like, doing something, whatever. All that nonsense, right? I'm thinking I did it. Eventually, she tells me it was amazing. She's like, it was great. It was awesome. That's my boyfriend now. Yeah. I know. Right? So I'm so bothered because I'm genuinely like, I don't know. Obviously, I mean, I don't got to explain to you, right? You understand. I'm genuinely upset. I'm actually bothered, but I don't want to be bothered because I'm like, at the end of the day, she's just a person with the ability to choose who she wants to. I shouldn't be so upset about that. I should take the L and move on, but I can't. And I keep getting mad. Now, I'm not mad at anybody, but really just the circumstances. And I don't really get mad. I hate being mad. So I'm like, you know, this is probably one of the only times I need to take a nap, right? I remember seeing a post that was talking about Drake always gets over naps, or gets over problems with naps. He says you won't ever be upset after 48 hours of rest or something crazy like that. I don't know. You're gonna feel good until you wake up from the nap like, what was I even mad about? And then see the problem still sitting right there. So I wake up from the nap and I'm low-key cool. I'm like, yeah, I'm chilling. What was I even mad about, right? That's when I remember. Oh my gosh. Then I look around. This is the TikTok I was talking about. Genuinely, the house looked like this. Oh my gosh. My brothers were gone. Already stressing. My mom was gone. Low-key a W. There was so much going on. The only thing that brought me some semblance of peace. There's a car driving by. Hold on. Okay, I found the exact TikTok while I was waiting for that, okay? One of my random mutuals even reposted it. Kind of W for them. Anyways, okay. So I look at my phone and see I have a notification. I never have YouTube notifications on. They were for two things, right? For Corey Kenshin, who at that time was probably on another 4-month break, whatever, and Bandai Namco, specifically because they would release the Fighters DLC trailers. So the house looks doom and gloom, right? I look at my phone, I see the notification for Dragon Ball Super Broly DLC dropping in Fighters. I hadn't even watched the movie at that point, and I did not like Z Broly. I mean, he was cool, whatever. So I'm just like, yeah, I don't care. But I'm obviously so mad, so sad. The house is empty. It looks like doom and gloom. My brothers aren't home, whatever. Let me check out the trailer, right? I look at the trailer, bro. I see how angry Broly is, but he doesn't want to be angry. He wants to be nice. I get all that communicated having not even seen the movie. I see how angry he is against his own will, how he's irrationally angry. Deep down, he doesn't want to be. I'm sitting there getting all this, watching him piece up, combo up, Gogeta. I'm seeing him do all that. I'm instantly like, yeah, bro, I need that DLC now. I think it came out like a week later or something, but I was counting down the days, and that's still my main to this day. When I go back to Fighters, I only really play him. That story took up so much time, bro. Anyways, naps, right? Okay, or sleep. There we go, sleep. You heard it from me. You get it. You understand how my relationship with it, why I don't like it, why I really don't like naps. And now you got another backstory about how I don't know. I wouldn't say that was a fumble when it comes to somebody, but how I don't know, how a mishap with a girl in my high school years shaped my life. You're loved. Stay goated. Please take care of yourself and remember that you matter. Genuinely though, can we talk about that TikTok for a second? I don't know if y'all have ever had this experience where your house feels like it's not your house at certain times, but like waking up from a nap where you're so mad, so you go to sleep, right? Because I probably went to sleep at 6 o'clock, woke up at 9. It was anywhere from like 9 to 12. I know it wasn't really the AM because stuff was still happening. Like, I don't know, like Adult Swim wasn't on the TV in my mom's room because she just left her TV on. So it was like, it was still early enough, but it was still late. Like, it was in the evening. And just naps like that where you were such deep sleep because I was so mad, it just feels weird. I don't know if anybody's ever had that, but that's why I really like that TikTok. Like, I hadn't reposted it before, and sometimes I just lose TikToks and it makes me really mad, but this one was good. I don't know, it just encapsulates how I feel really strongly. I don't know. I'm trying not to make this post too long or the post outro thing too long, because we already hit 16 and a half minutes. I know I said I didn't want to make a bunch of 10-minute ones anymore, but I don't know. I just talk a lot. I don't know. Thanks for listening though. Okay, bye.